We're going to look at solving example D12.2 from the text. This is a Casio calculator and I am going to begin by selecting the statistics module option 2. We get to a screen now which gives us all sorts of possibilities. We are interested in distributions and that is F5. Now we do not initially see the Poisson distribution, but this triangle over here indicates that there are more options off screen, and so we press F6 and there we have the Poisson distribution. So choose it by pressing F1. There are three possibilities now. The Poisson probability distribution is F1, the Poisson cumulative distribution is F2, and inverse calculations can be completed using F3. So I need F1 because our first problem is to find the Poisson probability for x equals 2. So I'll choose F1. We have a choice also here. Either our data is given to us as variables, which is the case here, or we have a list of data that we want the calculator to work with first. So you can choose list or variable. Ours is variable. Our x value is 2 and that is correct, so I don't need to alter that. But our lambda value is not 1, it needs to be 5/3. So we will enter 5 divided by 3 and execute, and I now choose execute and we get the answer that we have produced in the text. If I exit from here and go back and start again, I need to find the distribution, more options, Poisson. Now this time for the second part of this problem, part B, I need a cumulative calculation, so that is F2. So we need to have variables again. We haven't got our information as a list, so I'm leaving that as variable. Now we want to calculate the probability that we are between 2 and infinity. So I'm going to change this to 2, execute. Now the upper, I can't put infinity, but 50 will do. It's remembered that our lambda is 5/3, so we can proceed, and I will go down and we will execute this and we get our answer. Using a TI Instruments calculator to solve this problem, you can use an ordinary calculator document. The functions that you need, the distributions, are in the library, which is this book key here. So select that. You can go quickly to a particular entry in this using the alphanumeric keypad. So I will use P for Poisson. We're not quite there immediately, so I'll just scroll down and here we have the two options for Poisson. Our first part of the problem is a Poisson PDF, just the value for x equals 2, so I will choose that. You need to know the syntax for these functions. It is that you first of all enter the lambda value, which in this problem is 5/3. The parameters that you're entering are separated by commas, so we will do a comma, and the only other number required now is the x value that you want, which is 2. So we will enter. Part B is a cumulative problem, so I will return to the library, select the Poisson cumulative density function. Same thing, we have to enter the parameters that the calculator needs to do our problem. Now I have double entered a 5, so I need to correct that. 5 divided by 3 is our lambda value, comma. We've been asked to do the probability that the variable is bigger than 2. So the lower bound is 2 and the upper bound is in theory infinity, but we can't enter that. So as with the other method, I will use 50. And we enter and there we have our solution.